landscape is nationally. All things have to come into alignment. And I think in the past, either Washington lost the week before, or the opponent did, or something else became a bigger story. If you want me to find exactly what the closest calls were, I probably could. We'd have to search our memories. All I know is that it's been number one on our list of places we haven't been that we wanted to go, I mean, for 10 years. So here we are finally.
Winslow, have you been to Seattle?
I've been to Seattle plenty of times. I mean, for recreation and for work. I've covered Final Fours here. And I went to games in there in the late 80s, just as a reporter. But since Game Day, I started doing it in 90. I haven't been anywhere for Saturday's games besides where the show's been. So I haven't been here since the late 80s and the glory days. So I'm excited to see the new stadium and get back. It's been a long time.
At what point did it hit you that this is college football's traveling roadshow? That you guys are kind of the epicenter of that whole college football Saturday?
Well, we started off in a modest way in 1993. Didn't know what we were doing, didn't know how to stage it. It was indoors. You couldn't be seen by very many people, couldn't be heard at all. And over the years, we sort of figured it out. By the mid-90s, I think we started drawing really big crowds, and coaches started saying it was important for us to be there, and student bodies started trying to break other existing records and one-up each other. And then we kind of figured out that it was important to a program that we showed up, that somehow it was a validation for them that they could host the biggest game, which is very flattering. I mean, I think that it's been very surprising to all of us, the growth.
Have you gotten used to the rock star status? It seems that has come along in this.
I know real rock stars. We're not rock stars. Rock stars have people pay $100 to show up and watch their show. We give people an opportunity to be on camera. I think that what they do when they show up behind us is represent their school, their program, show the world how much enthusiasm they have for their program, how much this rivalry means to them, school pride. It's their showcase as much as it is to look at the back of our heads or watch a big screen. So that's what keeps the show fresh. That's why it's continues to be popular, because we like to go new places. We hope a memorable thing for the students and the fans, but I mean, you know, we try to. The show hopefully isn't about us. It's about them and the game.
You've been exposed to so many traditions and environments. Do you have a favorite place, a favorite stop, where if it comes up on the schedule, you're like, all right, we're going?
It would bother people to say that Oregon is one of our favorite places, I suppose, this week, but it is, because they've been the measuring stick for all West Coast games. The crowd gets there early. I always say you can't see them, but you can hear them at the beginning of the show. And they love the Ducks, and they've turned down in big numbers, and we've had great times in Eugene. And I think it's going to be the same thing here. I get the sense that there's a passion here, there's a real belief, and that it's a long time coming, and people want to show the world that Oregon's not better at Washington in terms of crowd support and passion for their team. So we're excited about what we think is going to happen. Beyond that, the palaces of the SEC are always fun to go to. When you go to Baton Rouge, and there's gumbo and jambalaya in the air, that's a special place. And Texas A&M has been a great place to watch games. I mean, I think that the variety is what's cool. But on the West Coast, for sure, Oregon has been our best backdrop.
In terms of the actual filming location on campus this week, how does it compare to some of the more unique places you've shot from?
I've been to the real Red Square. I don't think it's going to be much like the Kremlin's tomb. I hope not, anyway. No, it looks great in pictures. I mean, we not having been here before, always have to sort of find a location and see what works. Much more goes into it than people probably realize or care about. But it's a pretty big footprint. What is around the stage that you see on camera is pretty significant and takes a lot of space. So we have very good people that know what we're looking for. The school made that spot available, agreed to light up the library. I've seen pictures, it looks great. And when the sun comes up, if you can ever see Mount Rainier, that would be a bonus for us too. But we like showing what's unique and cool about the campus, much more than being outside of the stadium or in a parking lot somewhere. We started to do that more in recent years, and I think the world's going to see a pretty cool part of UW's campus.
What do you have to say about just the momentum that the Huskies seem to have right now, and just the impression, the fact that they're on the national stage now, this is their time to prove?
Well, this is their time to prove. I was asked, what's the national perception of the program? A lot of that's going to be defined by what happens in that game and what happens the rest of the season. 7-6 doesn't make a big impression nationally or locally. But this kind of a game, ending the 9-year drought, clearing that massive obstacle that's been in the way of Washington's return to relevance, to me it's a great opportunity. We'll see if they're ready for it. The Ducks treat it like any other game, but I think nationally this is viewed as a big milestone game for the Huskies potentially.
You guys seem keenly aware of how important this show is, I suppose, to the university right now.
We live in our own bubble. I hope so. It's exciting to us. Like I said, it's flattering that it means a lot. I think it's more about giving them the chance to showcase what the program's about, what the fans are about, the beauty of the campus, the bigness of the game, the bitterness of the rivalry, all those things. We hopefully just will stay out of the way and let that be the story. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to feel welcome. Thank you, Tom.
And how does that feel?
I'm welcome. Hope you got a ride that shot. Tom Rinaldi just groped me.
Given what you just said about the national sense of this game, what's the national sense of this rivalry?
I think people are going to learn a lot about the rivalry that aren't from the Northwest tomorrow. I don't think they realize that it is a little bit like Auburn, Alabama, minus the Southern accent. That there is this hatred, this history that's gone back and forth. And I think that we'll do our best to kind of relay that. I hope that it's civilized out there in the crowd, but I think a lot of people in the Southeast, the East, and Midwest are going to learn why these schools and programs don't like each other and just how bitter it can be.
Have you been able to see any of the kind of the B-roll and kind of some of the things that people are going to see about maybe Seattle and Washington that you think will be interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll do lots of scenic stuff. We'll be around the campus. We've got a few things planned. We're going to put a camera on a boat. We're going to get the stadium lit up because it's going to be pitch black. We've got some ideas to showcase the campus as well. We'll have the winner of the Coffee Fest Best Espresso Shot, because espresso is essential to game day, especially on the West Coast. So we'll have coffee being made. I like music, so it's hard to find a city that has more rock and roll history than Seattle. So we'll do a little piece of tape showing all the bands, or at least as many as we can fit, that come out of this area. I mean, I think that sense of place is important to us. The show should look and feel different depending on where you go every week. And Seattle has a lot to offer, and hopefully we can showcase that, and it won't be dreary rain. You can get our cameras around the downtown area too.
And the guest picker?
I don't know if we've announced it. I mean, we're going to have 2 people as guest pickers. The second time we've done that, but the first time that both represent the same school. If you want, I'll step in there and ask if we're ready to announce it. I mean, I think they're good to go, but you wouldn't have to use your imagination. It's going to be 1 legendary male and 1 legendary female athlete with UW roots. So, like I said, I don't even know. Usually Twitter is where it leaks out first, so I'll ask in there if we're ready to announce it. But there's really no. We're not keeping it secret for a reason. I just don't know if we've announced it yet.
You've had a steady presence with the Cougar flag everywhere you go, and this week it's a little bit of a controversy because it's coming to this campus for that first time. I mean, your thoughts on having that flag now in enemy territory?
We wouldn't know what to do if we turned around and there was no old crimson flag behind us. It's been 10 years. It's a tradition. I know Husky fans get agitated, but the flags are going to be there, and the people are going to be left alone. If they have to be guarded, they're going to be left alone. So it's a flag. I mean, come on. People ask me, are there Auburn flags at Alabama, LSU flags at Alabama, vice versa? Yes, there are all sorts of flags every week, and nobody has a problem with it. So I get it. Wazoo thought of it. Other schools could have done it. They could have started the tradition 10 years ago, but they've done it, and they've maintained it, and a lot of effort has gone into the keeping of the flame alive with that tradition. So it's not going to be extinguished here. I mean, like I said, we'll guard them if we have to. It's just a flag.
We're going to bring Des now.